Hey guys, RC here, back doing another video for our Let's Play Out of the Park 18, where we're playing as the Kansas City Royals. I did want to bring something to your attention. I didn't want to do a whole video just for a small maintenance patch, but they did release yesterday, so this would be as of August 11th, a small maintenance patch to fix some issues with game logs uploading in online leagues and auto importing historical ballparks and a little AI tweak it looks like. But so they are pretty much done, but you can see, even though they say, hey, we're done, we're not going to do any more patches, any more major patches, if they do find something wrong with the game, they'll continue to push things out to try to fix those. But as far as features and things like that, the game's pretty much done, or is done, according to what they're saying. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. And let's go ahead and load in here and get into the game. Usually I have this pulled up, but I did want to go, just hit that patch note real quick and continue our league here. Alright, so here we are as the Royals. We are tied for the division lead at 17-9. Boog Powell got released, 36 years old. Martin Bellinger. Some aging vets. Alright, we've already done our email. It appears, yes. So that means we've already gone through our schedule for the week. Steve Sachs hitting 305 to start the season in A-ball, so that's good. We're May 1st. Do I need to make any moves down there? Do I want to move him up to AA? I don't think so. Not yet. And a lot of these guys I'm just going to start weeding out of the system as they prove to not be worth holding on to. Oh, let's see. Alright, so Jack Morris 2-1 with a 214 this year, so that's good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play a week. And check our emails. Stephen Lackey, Vita Blue, Dave Parker. You can tell I turned the pictures on. I think I mentioned that last video. I did turn pictures on. They are not real pictures. There might be a way to do that. I just haven't gone in and looked. Somebody's probably made a historical face pack. But, I'm more concerned about the game than the pictures. The names are real, and that's really all I'm really looking at. Don Baylor, rest in peace. You may not have seen it. Don Baylor died last weekend, or over the week, I think Monday. Played for the California Angels growing up. Baltimore, then California. So that 77, 78, when I became a fan of baseball at the age of, 10, 11 years old and really started following baseball. California was my team, and Baylor was one of the, didn't hit for a great average there, but, had good pop. Now, he had a 296 year there, but a career 260 hitter. And 2,100 hits, 338 home runs. Well, this is not. This is his real life stats. Okay, so 338, 1,276 RBIs. But he died the other day. So rest in peace. One of those players that were just the guys to follow on my on the team I rooted for as a kid growing up in the Angels. And then of course Darren Daulton, the catcher for the Phillies, where he made his name. He passed away. Don was 61 maybe. Let's see. He would have been 40 and 89, 99, 9, 28, 68 years old, 67, 68 years old. So very, very young. And Darren Dalton died. I think he was 55 or 56. He's only a few years older than I am. And then, of course, both of them dying from complications of cancer. And my son, of course, my 16-year-old, is fighting cancer right now. So certainly rest in peace to those guys. That kind of hit home. Reggie Jackson hit his 300th home run this sim. Let's see, 3 homers in one game for Amos Otis. There you go, Amos. Nice. That's a good reason to make the news. AL Player of the Week, Amos Otis, 478, 6 homers, 9 RBIs. Nice. Rehab. Another 5 days for Parker. And power rankings, we're back up slightly to number 3. So if we pop into the schedule, all right, a 3-1 win over the Brewers. Morris gets his 3rd win of the season. Suter the save. Gustafson with a double. That's my backup catcher. Brett 2 for 3. Then we get a 5-2 win. Bruno with the no decision. Was there no delay? 82 pitches. What's his, he doesn't have a great stamina, does he? Okay, so that might be about the best we can expect out of him. Splittorff picked up the win. Littell the hold. Suter the save. Otis, there was his first homer of the week. Nice. And then a 3-0 shutout. That was a complete game for Leonard. No homers in that game. That's a kind of empty-looking box score, isn't it? That's okay, though. 3-0. I'll take a bunch of 3-0 wins anytime. Now, we had a double header here, and I cannot... That's really I really don't like that. Oh, well. All we can see is the most recent game. Guidry got the win in that one. Otis with 3 home runs in that game. May got his 2nd homer of the season. Very good. And then a 5-2 win. Bruno picked up his first victory of the season there. 93 pitches, 6 1/3 innings. And Wilson and Otis with home runs. All right, so let's see. We have Baltimore and the Sox coming up this next one. The Sox will be a big series for us. See, I can't even go here. I can't even get to it here to access that just from the way that works out. Oh well. So looks like Morris may have taken a loss there. So we're 2 games up. Wilson's up to 281, and he got his 3rd homer. Brett's down under 300. That's rare, but 6 home runs. So it looks like at least he will not be having a 4 home run season this year. Still not sure how the game glitched that up so bad. Heart of my orders in the 270s. Dreesen down at 236, coming off a 316 season. Really like to see him turn that around. Staggs hitting 330, which is kind of a relief, especially in light of the botched trade that I made. And Jamie Quirk hitting 265 as my starting catcher. Fielding, graphical. Oh, is he? Hold on. Yeah, Dempsey right there. Okay. So I thought I had a catcher that I was much happier with, and that was Dempsey, but he's hurt, strained rib cage, not sure how long he's going to be on the DL. He is day to day, but it influences his hitting and his running. So I'm just going to rest him to make sure that heals, and we'll manage. I'm trying to get Gustafson some playing time just to see what I've got while I've got these two guys being forced to play. Kind of the same thing over here. And what else do we usually look at here? So we're third in runs scored, first in runs against, bullpen's number 1, starters number 5. Most of that's due to Bruno. That's okay. All right, well, let's play another week. All right, Dempsey's eligible to come off the DL. I'm going to finish the week. I'm going to give him a few extra days of rest, which is okay. Who has to be activated? Okay, well. All right, Gustafson, we are going to demote you back to Omaha. We will bring up Dempsey. And there we go. Carbo. Boy, that was a stupid trade. Man. Still can't get over that trade. Alright. Enos Cabell. 20-game hit streak. John Montefusco. Ryan made the news again with another win. 6-1 with a 0.94 ERA. Looks like he's having one of those years. Eric Soderhelm. I remember I did try to trade for him this past offseason. He was in the works, but it did not work out. They wanted way too much, and I wasn't going to pay that, especially to a division rival. We hold at third position in the power rankings. All right, so we went 2-1 against Baltimore, and looks like I don't know. Oh, you know what? Here's where we could actually see that. 4-2. Yep. See right here, if you stop on the day of the doubleheader, then you can come back to your main homepage here, and you can see yesterday, and then I can click on and I can see the 4-2 game there and the 2-1 game here. Whereas if I do it from the schedule, all I can see is the all I can see right here is the 4-2. Even if I click on right here, it brings me to Chicago. Now, so again, only if you stop on that day, because it only shows the last day. Yesterday is as far back as that goes on the home page there. So that is one way you can see a missing box score if you are curious about it. But you have to know that it's a double header, and you have to stop the sim on that day. So that took place on Sunday, where on Monday I can see yesterday. If this would have happened Saturday or Friday, couldn't see it. It would be too far in the past. All right, 5-4. Leonard goes to 6-2. He's having a real good year. Suter's having a good year. His 9th save. No home runs, which is okay. Bless me. Let's see. Did I just look at that one? Come on. 5-4. Another 5-4. Oh, there we go. So Guidry goes to 5-1. Bird picks up a save. Brett with an error. Guidry hit a home run. Nice. Otis hit his 8th, but Guidry with his first home run. How many does that give him for his career? Batting stats. First career home run. Way to go, Ron. Big fan of Ron. Actually met him. He's from my hometown, but he did go to my arch rival high school. But he was quite a bit ahead of me, just a little bit. In fact, he was born 1950. Yeah, so he's got me by almost 20 years, but he's from my hometown. Uh, definitely the most famous person I can think of to come out of Lafayette. Now, if you're into cooking and food, we've got some people from Lafayette that you might know about. But sport-wise, um, we've had a few guys. We had a running back for the Patriots that went to high school, a local high school there. Um, had a few guys that of course, went to LSU, Texas A&M. Probably now the only other guy. Now I'm talking about being from Lafayette too. Now Brian Mitchell was a kick return specialist, running back for the Washington Redskins. Had a really good career. He went to my alma mater in Lafayette, southwestern Louisiana. Now it's Louisiana Lafayette, but he was not from there. Not sure where he was from, honestly. Don't remember. Anyway, off topic. Guidry and Otis with those homers. Carbo's hitting a $163. Dreesen's up to 246, so he's coming up slowly. 3-0 loss. Morris took the loss. Not a bad game, just, outdueled. Then we get the 2-1 win. Bruno beat Jenkins. And Suter with his 10th save. And then, of course, we had the double header, so we can look at that back over here. 4-2 with Leonard outdueling J.R. Richard. That was a big win. Brett, his 7th homer of the season. And the 2-1, Guidry outduels Wood. Guidry had a double in that one, so a homer and then a double. Nice. So that puts us now 6 games up. So we've actually opened up a little bit of breathing room. If we go to the standings, if I'd hit the right button, Willie Wilson with 17 stolen bases. Brett with a 2.2 WAR. Leonard and Guidry atop the wins category, and both in the top 3 in the WAR category. 8-2 in our last 10, 3-game win streak. We are +2 in the Pythagorean, so we're actually 2 games better than they expected us to be. We're +50 in run differential. That's pretty strong. You'll win a lot of games doing that. All right. Let's see, where are we at time-wise? Yeah, we got time for one more week here. Day to day, 3 days. I'm going to leave him on the roster. We're good. All right. Email. Cabell's hit streak goes to 25 games before it's broken by Detroit. 6 to 7 weeks out for Ben Ogilvy. A fractured finger while running the bases. Yep. Rod Carew, another one of my favorite players on the DL. 5 weeks. Guidry with a shutout. Reggie Smith, Dennis Eckersley brawling. All right, Steve Staggs, a finger blister. All-star voting picked or starting. And power rankings, we are up to number 2. All right, so if we go to our schedule. All right, Minnesota God, and I bet Soderhelm had a bunch of home runs in this series. 9, 9, yeah. So 1-2 in that series, 3-1 over the White Sox. So they're still our closest competitor. Minnesota is, 10 games back, but yeah, it was Chicago that I was more worried about. All right, what's the over and under on Soderhelm for home runs? I'm thinking 4 in this 3-game series with those number of runs. All right, Morris takes the loss, 8 earned runs. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jack. Martin and Heisel with home runs for Minnesota. Soderhelm 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. No home runs, but he hit us. All right, Bruno Suter took the loss out of the bullpen after Littell blew the save. And no home runs there either. 1 for 4, but an RBI for Soderhelm. All right, well, if you bet the under, looks like you may have won. All right, Leonard gets the win. Wow, he did not hit a single home run. McRae, Dreesen hits 2. That's good. Maybe he's turned the corner. Dreesen 3 for 4, 6 RBIs. Very good. Well, I guess, no home runs for Soderhelm. That's a surprise. I swear that might be the first series that he has not hit a homer against us ever that I can remember. It just always seems his name's up there. All right, Guidry goes to 7-1 with a shutout. What a year he's having. Dower filling in for Staggs at second with the first home run of his season. Maybe his career? Maybe. Batting stats. Yep, first career home run. Rich Dower. Way to go, man. 6-3. Morris gets back to 500. Otis, 9th home run. A 4-1 loss. Bruno. 68 pitches in 3 2/3. That's the game Staggs got hurt in. 6-3 win. Leonard 9-2. And Otis with his 10th home run. Brian Downing his 5th. Butch Hobson his 11th home run of the season. Wilson 263. And let's take a look at the standings. So we are 8 games up. The Sox 2-8 in their last 10. That's helped us out immensely. 9-1 for the Red Sox. 0-10 for the Brewers. 9-1 for the Dodgers. To close back within 5 of the Reds. Wilson's still atop there. Brett's taking the lead in the batting war. Matt Keough still right in there for the wins. All right. Time-wise. All right, well, that's a good place for a cut. We've got about, let's go ahead and try to knock out the last week. I guess it doesn't hurt us here. Carbo, sprained wrist. He's a backup. We'll let him just ride it out on the bench. Trade proposal. Uh-oh. Oakland. Charlie Sands for Dower and Righetti. I don't need a catcher. Thank you very much. I don't think I need a catcher. Didn't Dempsey come back? Yeah, no, he's only hitting 204. Sands is hitting a $194. Yeah, you're no. Stupid trade. Stupid trade. All right, let's finish out the week. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do the midweek for the month. There we go. All right, email. Steve Carlton, win number 200 for his career. A season-ending injury for Tim Foley. Broken kneecap. Ow. Sudden Sam McDowell, reliever. Bone Chips, he's done for the year. Dave Frieselman. Damaged elbow ligament. I was trying to see what happened to him. All right, let's see. All-star voting. Dan Dreesen, second place on the ballots. George Brett first. Soderhelm right there. Amos Otis first in the outfield. Guidry and Leonard. Littell Suter, kind of the same cast of characters. Chet Lemon, Player of the Week. Chris Spire, Player of the Week. Power rankings, we stayed at second. Pete Rose, his 3,000th hit. A 5-hit game for Keith Hernandez. All right, batter of the month, Amos Otis for the month, 400 with 12 homers in the month of May. Dave Kingman, NL batter of the month. Dennis Leonard, pitcher of the month in the American League, 7-0 with a 3.29 ERA. And Nolan Ryan, pitcher of the month, 5-0 in 6 starts. Rookie of the month, Gary Redus of the Tigers, Bob Horner of the Mets. All right, let's jump in and look at our schedule real quick. We'll just breeze through this one. So we went 1-2 against the Rangers. We swept California, took 2 out of 3 to the A's. All right, so Guidry took a loss, 6 runs in 4 innings. Wow, no wonder his ERA jumped. Brett with a triple. Morris got hammered again. Golly. Bruno gets the win, 5 1/3. Normally I'd be pretty worried about that, but since he's my 4th pitcher, and my top 2 are so good, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Leonard goes to 10-2. Otis with 2 more home runs, so another double home run, multi-homer game. That's awesome. That's the one I just looked at, isn't it? All right. Ron Guidry, complete game win. Morris gets back to 500 again. I'd like to see him get it going a little bit. Bruno got the loss, but only because Don Ossie shut us out. Oh, well. And then 7-5. So Leonard got the win, but he gave up some runs. Otis with a homer, Dreesen his 6th homer. And 5-2, Guidry gets his 9th win. Willie Wilson his 4th home run. And standing-wise, still an 8-game lead. Chicago won 3 in a row. We've opened up a pretty comfortable. In fact, both divisions in the American League mostly look done. The battle's really for the wild card here. You've got, you've got 6 teams within 4 games, so anybody's in it at that point. Batter war, Brett and Otis now at the top of that. Leonard and Guidry in wins, Guidry in strikeouts, Guidry in WAR. Leonard's fallen off of that. Otis tied for the league lead in home runs. Never would have expected that one. Expected. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here, guys. Thanks for checking it out, and we will see you on the field next time. Take care. Bye.